Hey, what's going on, Shawn? You're looking good. One of my favorite shirts. Oh, the mic's over here. I gotta tell you a funny story, and you're looking good. So this mic has a magnet, so I don't have to wrinkle my clothes because I'm a little nuts like that. I was out and about. I think I was at the grocery store, and I went, "What the hell?" I had forgotten to take it off my shirt. The last 2 weeks have sucked. Some personal things, like I said, the washing machine, the AC, some things that bothered me going. First off, you're looking good and I love you. You know, who cares? So today I'm going to be reviewing warm pumpkin bread from Goose Creek. It's not going to translate. It's way too shiny and it's gold. When I went into my new Yankee and saw how crappy it was, I know how some of you feel now that you don't have one. At least I have an outlet, but my heart sank. I've had a lot going on, but I'm not one of these people that comes on and is like, I didn't record because I'm busy. I hate it when vloggers tell me they're busy. It's like, well, don't let me fucking bother you. But it's warm this morning, but we have some cool weather next week, 70s and 40s at night. I just made an apple cake recipe. I just Google. I love how much faith you guys have in me that I have a little recipe. No, the only recipe I keep the same is my peanut butter brownies, but I just Googled apple cake. I swap my gluten-free flour for regular flour, and I just bought some Honey Crisps, put them on the porch for a couple days in the heat. The porch gets really hot, and brings out the juices. It came out so good. But anyways, let's talk about this. Warm pumpkin bread. Let's see, 3 wicks, 14.5 ounces. Burn time around 35-40 hours, retailing 25-ish full price, on sale 10, 11, 12, 13, 4, whatever Goose Creek feels like doing at that exact moment. Packaging is gross. I don't believe Kent designed these. It looks kind of Dollar General-ish. Sonoma. Yeah, this is giving me Sonoma vibes, so let's just move on. Now the notes are pumpkin puree, loaf cake, and cinnamon spice. How do I want to approach this? Okay, so as the warm pumpkin bread, fragrance appeal 0, because it's a repackage. The throw, about a 7, 7.5. It was nice, and the burn I had no problem. Now as, I think it's caramel pecan pie, about an 8. This is this is fuckery at its fine. This is like Bath and Body Works is like, whoa, you need to calm down. That's how shady this shit is. This is not warm pumpkin bread at all. This is a direct repackage of I think it's caramel pecan pie candle, which has if you remember my cold sniff, I said I got a little bit of an almond undertone. Yes, because that's kind of like what's in the crust. It's not pecans. So you get a little bit of an almond nuance with a little bit of caramel. And yeah, there's no loaf cake, this shit, and this pumpkin. Candles like this piss me off. I don't like to be deceived. And if you're lazy, then just call the candle no fucks to give. But when you say, this is pumpkin bread, and I come and I go, immediately I'm like, I've melted this before. It really pisses me off. But if you like that caramel pecan pie, you'll love this because that's what it is. You know what it reminds me of? When I was a little boy. I love you guys. You've heard, I know some of you have heard these stories, and if I tell them, it's not because I'm trying to bore you, but I'm always getting new people and people that are discovering me. At Christmas, my Nana would, my shirt's riding up the back and it's driving me nuts. New Old Navy, love the deer on it. And it's cream colored. It's not, I'm showing you my teeth. It's not quite white. It's a little cream colored, but I love Old Navy t-shirts. Sorry if I had the mic. My Nana would buy turtles. Now, we were poor as fuck. My Nana was loaded and she was cheap. She was very cheap. God love it. That's the most of your rich people are very cheap. And I remember going and she'd have the turtles. It was like an orange and white box, and they were like flat, and they were like maybe 8 or 12 in a box. And that was like the expensive chocolates. Forget Godiva, Lindt, or, well, now all those are sold at CVS. But you know what I mean? When I was a kid, Godiva was it. I grew up on Whitman's, Russell Stover, the turtles, and my meme would bring them out at Thanksgiving and Christmas, and she'd go, because, you know, she didn't like me that much. She didn't like anybody. She liked money. Yeah, she liked to polish her diamonds. True story. Lovely woman, but a little cold. She'd bring out the turtle, and she wouldn't even, like, it was like she was doing me a favor. She's like, just one. She'd do this because I liked to eat as a little boy. And I love turtles, and that's kind of what this smells like. I know it took me 6 minutes to get there, but it kind of gives me that. I'm trying to think, do turtles have walnuts in them or pecans? But anyways, you get that nuttiness, not peanut. And there's no chocolate here, but it kind of gives me that kind of same church, different pew with that caramel, that ooey gooey caramel and the nuts. But it also reminds me, I know it was a boring story, but it reminds me of the little tort. I once had a little tort, I think it is, and it was an ground almond shell with like this decadent caramel in the middle, and then a layer enrobed in chocolate, but there's no chocolate here. But yeah, I feel like I'm spending way too much on this really kind of boring fragrance. But if you like caramel pecan pie, you'll like this because of the same thing. But if you're looking for warm pumpkin bread, you're not going to find it. But you know, some reviewer guy, and it smells like pumpkin bread. I want 5 of them. I'm going to get one for my baby. Yeah, whatever. I'm already over it. See you later. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being the best part of my day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and be good or be good at being bad. Now we'll catch you real soon. And coming up next, we'll do one more Goose Creek, and then we'll jump to Yankee. I love you guys, and later.